Welcome to season 2, COVID edition.
Welcome to the farm.
So, for those of you who are back after season 1, thank you for coming back. For anyone new here, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And welcome to season 2.
So we actually had to cut our trip short and come back on April the 14th due to COVID.
But we have been recording a whole bunch of stuff since then, over those couple of months. So let's look back and take a look at what we've been up to.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to season 2. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And I bet you didn't expect to see us back in the trailer. Well, in all honesty, we're just here because this is currently our only heat source. We got home a couple of days ago. We've emptied the trailer, we've parked it up, we've put it to bed, and then our heating broke in our house and it has been below freezing for the past 2 days. So we've opened up the trailer again. Luckily I have a 50 amp hookup and this is the only way we can get heat other than starting a fire in our living room. So, so anyway, let's show you around the farm. This is our farm. So that's our driveway here that we come up. If you watched episode 1, you would have seen us driving out that way. And I can't remember, did we get footage coming in? It was quite late in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think I did. I mainly ran out to get us coming in, didn't I?
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
you may have seen the other footage there. I haven't edited that video yet by this time. And so this is the farm. So we have our house. And then this is my workshop. And then that's it. So
That's not it.
What do you mean? Oh, they don't care about anything else.
Yes, they do.
Well, anyway, we have a lot of work to do. As you can see, the mowing is terrible. The grass is about 1 foot high in places. So we have a lot of mowing to do. We have a lot of tidying up to do. Can you believe how much stuff came out of that trailer? We can't believe it. Our house is just full of piles of stuff that we didn't even know we had. So it's unbelievable. We didn't bore you with us emptying the trailer because it's just us carrying stuff, so we didn't do that. But yeah, there is a lot to do here. The main thing on the priority list is the mowing. And so I did mow one little patch. We can show you my one patch that I mowed. So this is what the grass should look like, and that's what it looks like on about 7 acres, a little bit less than 7 acres. So we have to mow all of that. We got rid of all of our animals before we went away in the trailer, and
Rid of sounds a bit nasty.
Okay, we
rehomed
and whatever we did, we
Downsized our
downsized
farm.
all of our farms. So we have
There we
24 chickens. Is that right? Actually, we got less now, right?
Yeah, 24 is about right.
A couple of them didn't survive when we were away, but so yeah, so we have 7 acres of mowing to do because there is no animals keeping the grass down apart from one area where the chickens did. So anyway, so we'll take you on a bit of a tour whilst we're mowing over the next day or so because it's so cold here right now. I need to go back in the trailer and warm up, but we're going to show you, we'll do a bit of a tour as we're mowing everything so you can see around.
Cool.
Thanks for coming back.
Then cut. Welcome to the Downton Dogs agility field. For those of you that have asked me over the past months, yeah, no, that makes sense. Downton Dogs is a company that I run in Lovettsville, Virginia, that we train agility dogs for competition or just for fun. It's all stuff. Not much of my equipment is out at the moment because it's still technically winter. Usually in the summer I would have all the jumps and all the other things out. But yeah, this is our first stop on the tour, I guess. This is the little orchard area. We have 6 apple trees behind me, the big ones, and then a cherry and a pear. And a partridge in a pear tree.
So this is our front field. We used to use this for hay when we had our steers, but we haven't for the past couple of years, generally because it's such a small space. You can't really get the what's the hay thing? The hay thing to go around.
The tractor.
Well, no, the tractor and the hay baler and things like that. So yeah, we don't bother. We normally keep this wild, but actually last year we had issues with ticks. So we were literally just debating whether we're going to mow this every year and just have this a nice clean field, or whether we are going to have it a little bit more wildflowery like we have in other years. So this is right next to Natalie's agility field and right next to the orchard, and the house is obviously right behind. So it's a nice area.
And welcome to my favourite field. This is where we walk the dogs, and for the last 4 years we've had steers in here. How many steers? 4?
Six in total.
6 in total. We have a couple of fields here, so we used to rotate the cows around the fields, but now it's my dog walking field again. We've obviously made this concoction to trap the cows somehow. What is it? Oh, right. I thought you put that there.
Yeah.
Where's it from?
I have no idea. That can't be all from our hay, is it?
No. And I don't think it would be so neatly laid out either.
Not if we did it, no.
I don't know where our knife's gone. We had a little knife on string.
Yeah.
Do you know, I bodged that this morning, that fence over there.
Why?
Because that was all open. You don't know what it looked like before, but it took me a long time to fix it, Lawrence. Especially because I couldn't find the knife.
Okay, you can feel me lifting heavy stuff now.
Being so manly. Where are you taking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When did you mow this?
Today.
So this is our barn. It's not the fanciest barn. It was only for our cattle and our goats. So we had 2 compartments here. We have the goat compartment here, and then we have the cow compartment back there. We actually locked them out of there because they would just go in there. Honestly, they'd crap everywhere, and it wasn't very nice to clean it up, and they'd pee, and then it would just be stale and horrible. So we locked them out. So that's now a hay barn. Not going to open that and show you because there's normally snakes and things in there, so I need to clean that out first. We haven't been in there for 6 months, so I'm worried about what's in there, so we'll leave that for another day. But yeah, and then we have a gate system all the way around here, so we can you know, when we had the steers we could push them in to eat whatever field we wanted to. Go straight to the goat field. This is the goat field. We have no goats. We did rehome them, which I still miss them. We had Bill and Ted. They were only pets. Sorry, we had Bill, Ted and Rabbit at a later date. They were only pet goats, so we had to rehome them because they live until what, 20?
Oh, I have no idea. I forgot.
They live really old, and it was very difficult for us. You know, if we went back to the UK or visited anyone, we had to get someone to look after the goats, and they take quite a lot more care than what you'd think. But this was their field. It is now, that's our bonfire pit of old projects and things that I need to figure out, and just I need to get rid of that somehow. But yeah, so we don't know what we're going to do with this year. I'm sure we'll figure something out. If not, Natalie gets to mow it all the time.
Yay!
So this is the other side of the shed, of the barn, and this again was another cow field that we had. We used to rotate between the big one you just saw and this one, so when the grass was getting low in there we'd let it rest and then the cows would eat this side, so we would just rotate between these two. Again, we have no steers, we have none on order, so don't know what we're going to do with this. Something in there. What it is, unless it was just stuff. So this at the bottom of our fields, I built a small area for our bees. We've got some nice flowers that go around there. They're dead at the moment, but they'll come up this spring hopefully. Oh look, here's some here. So I tried doing bees for 3 years. I did pretty well, but they never survived the winter. So about 40% of hives will survive the winter. First year I only had 1 hive, that died, and then the next year I had 2 hives, and they both died as well, and then we kind of just wound them down. But I think we might start them up. If we're going to be here for a while, I could very well start them up again, so we'll see what happens this year. It's a lot of work, a lot more work than you'd think, so we'll see.
So this is the bottom of my favourite field. Our property does actually go a little bit further back over to the creek, but we didn't want the cows going in the water, so we just fenced it off here, so you know, no broken legs or anything like that. Yeah, it's a nice view here. Why is she screaming at my horses? I cannot believe that's the foal that we saw being born 2 years ago and he thought was our goat.
So what are we doing here, Natalie?
Calling over Pat's horses. I like to say hello to them because I'm not allowed my own.
This is not our land, this is our neighbour Pat's land. Pat and Kelly. And they have some horses that board here. So, problem with this bottom field is it's really nice going downhill, but it's too steep, Natalie. It's too much work.
Hi, Kevin.
I didn't know you could get through that.
Kevin can be. He's smaller than him. Can't work it out. So this is the chicken area, well, chicken, duck, turkey area. It's unfortunately a little run down. We're going to be working on that this year. The roofs have all caved in and the land is so lumpy bumpy, but it'll be a nice project.
Okay, so this is the area behind the kitchen garden and the duck chicken area, and this is more like a forest area that goes all the way down here, and then there's a clear bit that goes up the side here. Side bit is so that we can get like the tractor and the mower in, and we like to keep the forest area here so that we normally let the chickens run out here without having complete free roam, but we like them to be in an area where there is some, like, you know, insects and stuff for them to eat, and also it gives them cover from hawks. We get a lot of hawks here and predators, and so with all these bushes and things they can all run through all of this. Especially, it looks a bit barren now, but give it a month's time and this will all be completely green and overgrown, so it's a good thing for them. So this is basically our backyard. We put the pool in a couple of years ago. We did that ourselves. Apart from leveling the ground, we actually built the pool ourselves. Not sure I'd do it again. It was hard work. We also had some friends over to help us as well. They weren't too happy about that. But yeah, this is our backyard. It's a complete mess at the moment. We really need to mow. We need to sort stuff out. I started building a deck, so that's halfway finished, and so I need to complete that, but that's just money, right? It's the money put a halt to that because it's expensive for all the stuff. I was doing it myself as well, so there was time, but maybe that's something we can do this year at some point. And I get to open the pool soon. It doesn't feel like it right now because it's freezing, but apparently it should be, you know, decent temperatures this week, so I might consider opening that up at some point. But first, we need to mow everywhere. So that's all we got time for this week, but we are going to be going through a whole bunch of other stuff. So we have RV stuff that we're going to be going through. We obviously have some farm stuff, we have some general maintenance stuff, some funny stuff, and we have some special guests.
Special
appearing on
feature
the show.
guests.
Yeah, special feature guests. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Share it if you think someone else is interested. And we will see you again next week.
You remembered to say week this time.
I did. I didn't have to dub it in.
No.
No one noticed that.
No.
If you're still watching, no one noticed that.
Try and
in one
find
of
out
my
where he
videos.
dubbed it.
Can you tell me what video it is where I just sent "We'll see you next" and I didn't say anything else, and so I had to dub it afterwards. And yeah, so if you find that, let us know.
See you next. There's a turkey behind the camera. It's really off-putting. What are you doing? Oh dear. Oh no.